Tonight, new charges against a daycare worker. Police uncovered a disturbing pattern of abuse. At least 8 children with bruises and broken bones. Police say it happened at Joyous Montessori in McKinney. WFAA's Kevin Reese has the disturbing new details.
I'm disappointed. I'm disgusted. I'm hurt.
Ariel Martin was the first to sound the alarm after her 2-month-old son came home from Joyous Montessori in McKinney with a bruise on his leg. They told her it was the result of a rough diaper change. A trip to the hospital found much more: 8 broken ribs, a broken femur, and ankles. Video from inside the daycare shows daycare worker Jessica Joy Weiss holding him by his leg and shaking him up and down several times.
The tears were flowing nonstop. I couldn't even hear it. I was disgusted.
And as Weiss said in jail, charged with child abuse, much more disgust would surface. Police in McKinney now say there are multiple victims, 8 warrants in all against the former daycare worker. Additional video from the same day shows her grab a toddler's left arm and drag him to the changing table, picks up the child and body slams him down onto the changing table, landing on his back. And police say video of her with another child shows where she open hand slaps the back of the child's head several times, causing him to cry out in pain, slamming his head into the changing table and hands over the child's face, pressing down, crushing his face downward. And police more video from November shows where Weiss is striking an infant in the back with a closed fist, hammer fist, approximately 7 times, violently shaking the same infant and slamming the infant down onto a changing table. And after seeing our first reports a month ago, other parents have come forward believing that their child who came home with a black eye and an adult handprint on their thigh and another with a healed broken leg may have been victims of Jessica Weiss too, who for now is still in the Collin County Jail on more than $500,000 bond. Meanwhile, no response from Joyous Montessori today, which continues to operate. Kevin Reese, Channel 8 News.